Hi, I am Nino. Welcome to the Investors Lounge. This platform is basically created to educate investors and buyers through honest conversations and verified insights. I know a lot of people have lost their money because they invested in real estate, and that is why we created this platform for you. Okay, because you don't have the right people and right information. So we're going to bring the right people and the right information that can guide you and that can help you to invest confidently. Okay, so if you ever think real estate investment is a scam, then this video is for you. Here I have with me Mr. Christian Akinyele, who is a real estate guru and a professional. He is currently working as the head of admin for Abundant Acres. Thank you, Mr. Christian, for joining us in our first episode.
Thank you for the invite. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, please, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
All right, so my name is Christian Akinyele, and like you rightly said, I currently work as the head of admin in Abundant Acres Limited, which is actually a real estate firm, and they are into selling of lands and agricultural lands, that's farmland also. And very soon we are going into the building space.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Christian. Okay, how did you get started in real estate and what has shaped your journey so far?
Okay, starting the real estate sector, I think that was some years back as a penultimate student, that's 300 level student of University of Lagos, and I think we were quite on break then, and I decided to put out applications here and there to certain companies for internship program. And I was privileged to intern with a real estate firm then, and since then my journey in real estate, that was where my journey in real estate began.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, there's a growing conversation that agriculture is the new oil globally. Okay, from your experience, why is agriculture becoming such a powerful and strategic investment worldwide?
Oh, yeah, the answer is actually like really seen to everyone.
Okay.
Because even to the blind can actually see that.
Okay.
And the reason why I said that is because there's currently an high demand for food, right? And you know, when we are talking about agriculture, majorly we are talking about food itself, right? And there's actually a high demand for food, like right now, with the situation of things that is happening in the north and all. It's very much important that we that are actually in the west and the south and all, it's very important that we begin to actually learn how to farm for ourselves, how to be able to plant our crops by ourselves, and how we can also make sure that they are harvested and all. And agriculture is something that people can't do without. For example, now, if I'm to ask you, have you eaten today?
Yes, I've eaten today.
Yeah, so that's part of agriculture, because there's no day you can actually just wake up and say, okay, I'm not eating. But you cannot say I'm going throughout a week without eating.
Yes,
no,
that's true.
you will definitely need food and everything. So,
yes, that's true.
Yeah, so that's the major role agriculture play right now, and the demand is high.
Oh, okay, that's true. The demand of agriculture is high. Okay, for those that are hearing about it for the first time, can you tell us about Abundant Acres Farmland? What do you do? Where do you operate? And what sets you apart from other real estate companies that are into agricultural investments?
Okay, so for Abundant Acres Limited, we actually do have some farm offers available in the market presently, and there are just two major ones right now, which we have our Sunset Yam Farm and our Oil Gold Farm, right?
Yes.
And these two amazing projects are really fantastic, because lots of investors, lots of smart investors are really keen into it on a daily basis. In fact, I can even categorically say on an hourly basis.
Wow, that's
nice. And the reason is because a lot of people definitely consume yam in this part of the world.
That's true.
Right?
Yes.
And we know that for someone that is looking into, let's say like a short-term investment in agriculture,
Okay.
yam is actually a good option to actually start with.
Okay.
And for those who are looking for a long-term investment in agriculture,
Okay.
our other plan, which is the oil gold palm, is actually another venture that they can go into, because the oil gold palm, I think it takes about 3 years before it begins fruiting. That means at the 4th year, that's when people begin to get their return. Now, for Abundant Acres, what actually set us out, among others, is the fact that we tend to make life easy for our investors.
Okay, how?
This means that you do not need to have a prior experience of farming.
Okay.
You don't need to hold a shovel, you don't need to hold a cutlass, you don't need to say you're carrying a hoe or watering can to the farm and the likes. You don't need to go through all that stress.
Okay.
We have people, able hands, that's professionals that are into the agricultural space that will help you to do this seamlessly.
Okay.
All you just need to do is sit back, invest your money, and just sit back, enjoy, relax, and await your returns.
Okay, so that means we don't even need to come to the farm to inspect the farm.
Then you don't need to actually come to. Probably if you want to this thing, we definitely provide site updates as regards our farm this thing, lands and all. So if you're not probably satisfied with the video, that's when you could definitely just come to the farm to come and see the work progress itself on the farmland.
Okay, so you talked about the yam package. So how long does the yam package run, and what's the ROI?
Okay, for the yam package, it runs for 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I said, I mentioned earlier, like it's a short-term investment for those who are looking for something short-term that they can actually recoup their returns early, right? So it runs for 8 months, and presently work is definitely going on site right now. I think they are doing the ridges already. The ridges have for over 20 acres.
Oh, that's
done.
Nice. 20 acres.
Yeah, over 20 acres done. Presently.
So what clients basically need to do is just to make payments
and they'll be allocated each
that's
plot
nice.
and all.
So they don't have to wait for 8 months before they start.
So right now, right as we speak right now, the crops are already growing.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, so the crops are already growing. So some people in a few months' time, some people will be definitely smiling back because they'll be getting their projected yield from each district, because we have different projected yield for each plot. That's for those that invest in a plot, for those that invest in multiple plots, for those that invest in acres, hectares, and all. There are different projected yield for each and every one of them.
Okay, that's really nice. Okay, so land titles can be very confusing for both new and old investors. Okay, so how can investors better understand land titles in Nigeria, and what should they always look for when they are buying a land?
Now, in terms of this thing, and I think that's why you spoke about the fact that a lot of investors are probably being scammed. Yeah, in their distance. It's not enough for someone to just show you a land. Sometimes the land might not have genuine titles. And let me say this, because this thing, C of O as a title is not only the genuine title.
Okay.
It's important to know, because I know everybody once a year C of O, or most clients want to ask, does this land have a C of O?
Yes. I always get that question. Does it have a C of O?
And once you say no, it's like a turn off to them.
Yes,
no.
exactly.
In as much as C of O, should I even surprise you or should I shock you?
Okay.
C of O is not the highest title.
Okay, so what's the highest title?
There's even a governor's consent.
Oh, okay.
Governor's consent is actually greater than a C of O. Yeah, the certificate of occupancy. So governor's consent is even still higher. Then there's still a global one.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So all this thing. So C of O is not like this thing, but it's just that it's a common land title that people know that once my land has this particular title, right? My land is secured and all. But there are also other titles that people can actually have and still enjoy genuine titles on their land without this thing. Just imagine this thing. How many lands? I'm just, for example, in areas like, because we are in Lagos, right?
Yes.
So in areas like Kiapa, Surulere, and the likes, how many of them really have this thing? Some of them, the real title they have is just a registered survey.
Okay.
Some of them is just deed. and they are genuine to them, right? Who we go and just go and collect their land from them and all. And these are people that they've been owning this land for probably not 15 or 20 years. Because if you know the structures, you knew this thing. In fact, there's no even space to even build. Anybody that tells you that is building in Yaba probably bought a whole structure that is demolishing, right? And building.
Okay.
Yeah, so real estate itself is wide, and C of O is not just the only title that this thing. We also have the Gazette.
Okay.
We have the Gazette as a title. We have some people say the registered survey. Some people include it as this thing, but most this thing, a land that has a freehold, right? Freehold is also a title.
What's freehold?
And when you are talking about freehold, this is freehold simply means a land that was given by the original people.
Oh, okay.
Now this means that a particular family has an acre of land we get, and also this land now was the one that was now given to a particular person or a particular company. So they've freely given it out. So it's legal. So there's no issue with the government. The government has already given them that freehold that for them to have ownership.
Okay.
So it's more like a family land.
Okay. I also hear of a provisional survey and deed. So can you explain
for provisional survey and deed? I would not like to call provisional survey and deed a land title. Okay. Instead, I will place them under legal documents. Okay. Yeah, she gets provisional survey. But most times, provisional survey, I would not really regard it as a legal document, because sometimes it's not really like a standing document. It's just one that just shows you it's a survey, like the word, survey.
Yes, I know.
That just shows you a particular part of your land itself. So that's what provisional survey. So, but if you are probably doing a chart, I don't think you can really chart it or use it for anything legal. Okay. But registered survey is something that is legal.
Okay, so audience, you can also do your registered survey in place of C of O, right?
Yeah.
Okay, or you can also have a freehold instead of C of O or registered survey.
No. Yeah, freehold is lesser than a C of O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so freehold, there are different stages, okay. Right? We have the freehold, we have, there's one I'm trying to remember right now, but we also have the Gazette.
Excision.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, excision. Yeah, we have the excision. So after the excision, we also have the Gazette. Then after the Gazette, that's when we can start talking about a C of O. Then we can go to governor's consent and the likes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for educating the viewers about it. Okay, so which land titles do you commonly work with in your projects?
Currently, for our farm project of our landed property.
Yeah, for your farm project.
For our farm project. Okay, currently we have a registered survey. Yeah, and the land also has a freehold. That's free from any form of government encumbrances.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much for that question. Okay, so some people believe that agribusiness or land investment is a Ponzi scheme because of past negative experiences. So what will you say to new investors who hold their concern regarding this?
Okay, I would like to say that your fear is actually valid, right? Your fear is valid. And one thing I usually tell people, or I speak to when I'm trying to probably pitch a particular project or the likes or offer, is the fact that for there to be a presence of a fake, that means there must be a presence of original, right? Even as much as you say some real estate company or this thing has scammed me and not through my this thing, it doesn't mean that they are not real estate companies that actually really do the work.
Okay.
So the fact that you probably have a bad experience, the fact that you had a bad experience with the conductor today does not mean that you will not enter a post tomorrow.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So now the fact that probably you had a negative experience one time, like investing in real estate or in property and all, doesn't mean that you now decide that I don't want to own a property in life. Okay. You get, because if you use that past experience or negative experience, it can actually deter you from allowing your money to actually work for you. Sure you get.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So real estate is not risky at all. Ignorance is. Okay, you have to stay informed about real estate, and that's why we created this platform to give you right information about your investments in real estate. So real estate is not a Ponzi scheme. You can invest in real estate. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much for that wonderful answering that wonderful question. Finally, okay, you have to give us a closing wisdom. Finally, what piece of advice would you give to anyone looking to invest in land or agriculture in Nigeria today?
All right, so my piece of advice to anyone looking to this thing is to get started immediately, right? But one of the things I would just advise is also make sure that you do your due diligence. Like I rightly pointed out just some minutes ago, the presence of fake means that there's a presence of original, right?
Yes.
So just do your due diligence. Partner with, invest with reputable real estate firm like Abundant Acres Limited, and we'll be glad to definitely show you the way and the likes. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing these powerful words of wisdom and wonderful insights with us and with the viewers. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, that is why a platform like this exists, the Investors Lounge. That's why we exist, to clarify any doubts you're having regarding any form of business or real estate. Okay, so like I said, real estate is not risky, but ignorance is. Not having the right information and having the right people to guide you is. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe now. Hit the subscribe button. Okay, you can also follow me on my social media handle on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay, so every week we're going to be sharing more insights for you regarding real estate and business. Okay, and you can also follow at Abundant Acres at Abundant Acres. Okay, can you tell them the Instagram handle for Abundant Acres? And I think here Abundant Acres also on TikTok and on Facebook and on YouTube too. Yeah. Also, so kindly
Abundant Acres Limited everywhere. Abundant Acres Limited.
Okay, so you can also follow Abundant Acres everywhere on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook and YouTube. And once again, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification button so that you get weekly updates regarding real estate and business. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, do enjoy the rest of your day. Till next time. Bye for now.